Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coach Report on GoHofstra.com. Joined as always by the head coach of the Hofstra Women's Soccer Program, Simon Riddiough. Coach, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Lenny.
Coach, through 5 games, a 3-2 record. Let's look back at last week. Two matches on the schedule last week, a 3-1 win at Fordham, and then a tough 5-1 loss at number 6 Virginia. Starting with Fordham, you got a great performance from Jem Bunicor, 2 goals and an assist. Just overall thoughts on the Fordham game.
Again, Fordham's a tough place to play. The field and the ambience makes it a difficult environment. Jess Clinton's done a great job with that programme. And we knew we had to battle physically to enforce our style on the game, and that's what we did. We got a really early goal from Shepherd, and from then on we kind of took control. We took his foot off the gas probably 15 minutes into the first half and allowed Fordham back in the game from a set piece. But the second half it was all Hofstra, and I was really happy with the way we responded to going in at 2-1 and pretty much dominating the second period.
Okay, and then from there you head down to Charlottesville, Virginia, nationally ranked number 6 in the nation. Virginia, really tough team. You fall behind in the first half, trailing 3-0 at the break. What were your overall thoughts, at that point when you going against the Cavaliers as you head into the locker room?
Well, there's a lot of things that went into that game. UVA had a week's rest. We played on Thursday night in Bronx. We got home at 12 o'clock and we had to drive 8 hours down to Charlottesville and practice on a turf field when they play on grass. That's a Power 5 move, I guess. And you could see on Sunday that we were not fresh, and UVA were. Now, don't get me wrong, UVA is probably in the top 4 schools in the country of talent. Got 15 youth national players. They're fast, powerful, quick, strong, technically gifted, got a great coach. We always knew going into this game, considering the other obstacles, that getting any positive result was going to be difficult. In the first half we struggled. We were nervous. We didn't play our style, we didn't play with confidence, we didn't enforce anything on the game, and UVA, in typical UVA fashion, penalised us for it. We made a couple of defensive mistakes to give them 2 goals early, and then we settled in. Going in at half time, I challenged the team, to be honest. I wasn't happy with the 45 minutes. I wasn't happy with certain mentality aspects of the game. So I challenged them. I asked them to be brave, on and off the ball. I asked them to show up, and I was pleasantly surprised in the second half. We did play well. Again, that last 20 minutes in the second half period when you've played already on Thursday is always going to be difficult, and we grinded. And we hit the crossbar. We had a 1-on-1, which the defender made a last gasp tackle, and we also scored a goal. So that last 45 minutes showed a lot of desire and character. And to be honest, I probably put our team in a bad situation by scheduling this game, and they showed to me that they were ready to deal with adversity, and they did it well.
You mentioned the goal, that Megan Fisher gets the goal, her first career goal for the freshman. Also in that goal, Ashley Wilson played the entire 90 minutes in net, made a career high 8 saves. Just what did you see from her performance?
Well, it was great for Megan Fisher. She's from Virginia, about an hour and a half from UVA, so she's probably grown up with the aspirations to play at UVA, and for her to score at Clocknell Stadium, it's fantastic for her and a family who was supporting her. So we were excited that she scored on that goal. Ashley Wilson was tremendous. She made some really good saves. She was commanding. She played with confidence, and the future is good in the next 10-12 games. Ashley showed what she's capable of. Unfortunately for Jenny, she was injured for this game, so we couldn't do our usual platooning. And now Jenna's, we'll see how drastic this injury is and see where we are moving forward.
Right. You mentioned, the future's bright for the next few games. 2 of them on the schedule this week, starting Thursday at FDU, and then Sunday night under the lights at Princeton. Just a little scouting report on the 2 upcoming opponents.
Yeah, Eric Teepey's done a great job since taking over the FDU program. They've been to NCAAs twice in the 4 years. They've got to the final of the Northeast Conference 3 times. He's got a lot of international players. He's done a worldwide tour and got a lot of good, clever players. And playing at FDU is always difficult. T-Nec's a tough environment to play again, and that's what we always try and seek in our schedule, is environments that are tough to win at, and FDU is one of them. And he's a very good coach. Princeton's a different situation. Princeton's a beautiful facility. I think it's the best in the country. I love Princeton's field, and it's all beyond, so I think it's awesome. It's grass, and Princeton's a top 20 team. They got to the Elite 8 last year. They beat NC State. They beat Wake Forest getting there. It's going to be a tough ask of my team on Sunday, but after seeing what UVA can give us, after knowing the adversity and the way we adjusted in the second half, I'm confident that we'll give it a good fist, and that's all I can ask from this group. We've got a lot of freshmen and sophomores in this team, and we're going to go out and we're going to battle, and we're going to make both games difficult for the opposition, and that's all I can ask.
All right. Well, it starts tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at FDU, and then Sunday night at 7 p.m. at Princeton. You can check out the action on GoHofstra.com. And you've been watching the WB Mason Coach Report on GoHofstra.com.